Are you getting played or are you being prepared at work? Now, this is something that I wish that I had heard about 20 years ago. Would have saved me a lot of time and energy, but I've figured it out and I am here to share this with you today. So, I want you to think about if you are someone who is ambitious, you are going the extra mile, you want to climb the corporate ladder or whatever it is you want to call it. You want to grow in your career at a company. I want you to pay attention here because sometimes they will tell you that they're right there with you and hey, yeah, we want to get you to the next level. And they're lying. Okay? They're really playing you. And in other instances, they're right there with you and they are preparing you. So I'm going to share some tips here for you so that you can think about, am I really being prepared? Am I getting played? And I'll also let you know what you should ask. Some questions that you should ask of the folks involved, or maybe just some questions you need to ask yourself. So let's get into it. If you are being played, you will be given more work, more responsibilities, okay? Even if you're being prepared, you'll get this. But the difference is that if you are being prepared, there is going to be a timeline for you. There is not just going to be this, hey, take on this project. You're doing great, Tanya. Here's another project for you to take on. Okay? When you're being prepared, it's going to come with some meetings, some check-ins along the way. They're setting you up for something. There's a timeline in place. When you're being played, they just throw it out there. Here, take another project since you like working so much. Here, we love what you're doing. Do this, do that, right? And there's nothing more said. But when you are being prepared, there is some development there. There's a timeline. I do these things, and then there's something more to come at a particular time. So that is a big difference there. If you're in a position and you're like, oh, well, it sounds like I might be played, just ask the question. What's the timeline for a title change? What is the timeline for a change in my compensation? Come back and let me know what they said. One of the things that really annoys me that we often hear in the workplace, especially if you're like a woman, especially if you're like a person of color, particularly, Black woman like myself, is that they will tell you, act like a leader. You want to get to that level, you got to act like it, Tanya. You got to think like a leader. So they'll tell you to act a certain way, to think a certain way. But what comes after that? So similar to what I just mentioned, if you're getting played, they tell you these things and then you're on your own. Good luck. But when you're being prepared, they are investing in you. They're investing their time. They are investing money. They'll say, hey, we have this leadership development program. We want you in it. They'll pay for you to go through a program like that, to attend courses and, workshops. They are putting money in because they see, yes, we want you to grow here and we're going to invest in you so you get there. They'll have coaches for you. You'll be mentored. That's how you're being prepared. But when you're being played, you have none of that. They tell you act a certain way, think a certain way, but they don't even, like I said before, back you up or give you the support that they would give to someone who they truly see as a leader and someone that they can benefit from having in a certain role in their company. So the question you need to ask is like, what are the supports that will be in place to help me as I'm, taking on these leadership responsibilities or leadership thoughts that you all want me to have? Like, are you going to give me some decision-making power in a small area, some leadership, some ownership over something and back me up in the process? Those are the questions that you need to be asking. Okay, this is something that I see happen to people and it bothers me and I feel bad for people when I see it happening. But this is for those of you who are always being asked to train folks. You're the trainer. You should mentor so-and-so. You're mentoring people. You're training people. This can be good. Okay, this can be a good thing in your career and it can help you grow. But again, what else comes along with this? A lot of times what happens is that I've seen people be the go-to. They're always training the new hires and helping out here, there. People are like, oh, you have so much knowledge. The companies love that knowledge. They love to see people who have something to share. Like, yes, let's send everybody to Tanya. When they're new hires, go spend time with Tanya, right? So you are that person. However, What is the next step from there? Because a lot of times these people are going to end up getting promoted before you do. You are basically training your next boss in some instances, or you're simply training people who are going to be moving up, and you will forever be in that trainer mode. Why are you not getting paid to be a trainer? Why are you not getting paid to be a manager? Why are you not, they're not, moving you up if you're such a great mentor? Questions to ask. If you were being prepared, you would be training folks, you would be mentoring folks, but it would be part of a very clear leadership development plan. Okay. Are you noticing a trend here? Like, where's the plan? What's the timeline? Who is advising me? Who's my coach? Who's my mentor? If you're mentoring people, but nobody's mentoring you, why is that? So ask the question, what's the next step for me from here? After I've trained, I'll help out this current batch of new hires. Then what is the next step for me? Can we document this? Let's document this and make it part of like my development plan or my growth plan. Like, how am I growing from here? Let's put it down in writing what I'm doing, and let's talk about what the next level looks like. Don't just let them assign people to you and you're not getting paid to do all of that extra work. This is how people really burn out at work. This is how people become very resentful at work, is being in these positions, doing these things, and they keep getting used up and used up. Do not allow these companies to tell you that you're a leader, but they don't want to treat you like one. I want to talk about meetings. I don't love meetings, and I'm sure many of you don't like meetings either. However, sometimes this is an important part of growing within organizations, is that they will bring you into meetings and say, I want you to come to this meeting with me that I go to every other week or every month. I want you to come with me. Wonderful. So I want you to think about what happens when you are a part of these higher level meetings. Okay. If you are there to take notes, if you're there to simply observe, if you're there to look like you're, someone's protege, like, oh yeah, I got Tanya here at the meeting with me. She'll be here every month, but nobody ever asks you anything, or you're not expected to contribute anything. You are being played. Okay. It's about optics. There's nothing real happening for you. If you're going to be a part of meetings, which can be a wonderful thing, if you are being prepared, you'd be on the agenda. There'll be an agenda item. You're leading something. You're providing insights. You are not just being seen, you're being heard. Okay. You're not just in the room, you're at the table, and you have a voice at the table. That's someone that is being prepared for the next level, because they actually respect your leadership mind. They respect your insights. They want to hear from you. If you're just there for the look, I'm sorry, you are being played. Next time they invite you to the meeting, or you have a meeting coming up and you're going to be there, ask them, what kind of insights would you like for me to provide here? Is there something you'd like for me to present on? Oh, I can lead this item. Go ahead and insert yourself. You have to ask for it and let them know you are available to do more than just sit there and be a fly on the wall. Finally, I want to talk about praise in the workplace. I know that some of you are not getting sufficient praise for all of the things that you do, but then there are some of you who, like me, always got the praise. Okay. People were always telling me how great I was. We're so lucky to have you. Oh, you're so good at X, Y, and Z. They're praising you. But what else is happening as a result of that praise? Because, can we pay bills with a good job, Tanya? No, we cannot. So when you're being played, they will throw praise at you. They will applaud you. Tanya's such a fantastic coach. Check her out. But there's nothing more that comes from it. It feels empty. It's like, okay, they are saying great things, but what does that mean for me? Like, what actions are they taking to move me to the next level? Beware of excuses. You're so wonderful. You're so great. You do everything well, but it's not the right time. Oh, the budget, it's not the right time. Okay. Have you heard these things before? A lot of time you are too valuable where you are. They praise you for being great where you are, but they don't want to move you out of that role. This benefits them. This does not benefit you. So you have to be very careful with it. They will play you and play you and play you by saying all these things, whispering sweet nothings in your ear, but there's no action being taken. If you were being prepared, they would give you that praise also. However, they would then set you up for the next thing. Tanya, you did so great on that project. We have another higher level project coming up and we want you to take the lead on it. Here's the supports we're going to give you. Here's what we want you to do. And then in 2 months, we're going to take a look. We're going to check back in. We're going to meet with you and we're going to evaluate you for a promotion at that time. There's some plan happening. There are specifics. Please know that there are people getting specifics at work behind the scenes that you are not getting because they are being prepared and you are being played. What's most important for you in your career is to always be asking questions to clarify what people mean, to give specifics. There's no more good job, Tanya. Ask for specifics. Oh, okay. Can you tell me more about that? Like what was great about what I did, or what skills did you see, really pop out for me? Get specifics and get timelines. Look to see if the company is truly investing in you as a person, as an employee. If you are getting coaching, if you are getting mentoring, if you are getting support, if they're backing you up, if behind the scenes are like, you know what, I saw how you handled that. Here's how you can kind of handle it differently. Behind the scenes, they're correcting you instead of publicly, embarrassing you or whatnot. There are people who get picked to be prepared for the next level, whether they ask for it or not. But you, if you are busting your behind, if you're going above and beyond, if you're doing the most, you are talented, you are gifted. I want you to make sure that they're not wasting your time. I've had my time wasted. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. But you learn from it and you move forward. So let me know in the comments if you've ever been in a situation where you realized that you were getting played, or if you were one of the ones who've realized in situations you were being prepared. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe for more content, and I appreciate you watching.